Hey guys, it's Mahel here with Tech from Another Perspective, and today I have a video where I will be showing you the Nintendo DS Lite Turquoise and the Nintendo 3DS. Yes, you can see that I am a bit of a Nintendo fan now that I have both Nintendo consoles and didn't just stick with the DS Lite. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into the video. The Nintendo DS Lite was probably one of the best handheld consoles all time around then. But now people, they use mobile phones or they don't even use the PS Vita. That's why handheld consoles have gone down in popularity, and therefore the fall of Nintendo, especially with the Nintendo Wii U failing. Nintendo have went to get the 2DS, which is also going to fail, so Nintendo are going into decline. We will show you the 2DS. At the front of it you have the two squares for the Nintendo DS logo, and here you have at the bottom a DS Game Boy cartridge slot. You do not have this on the 3DS because if you look at the bottom, then there is a headphone jack. But then again, the Game Boy was two generations of handheld consoles ago. The DS side, the DS and the DS Lite aren't really generations. But you can see also there is the battery here. At the back you just have a plain blue thing with the text, while you have a battery bit as well. The back of the 3DS does look better, especially with the white text rather than the dark and gloomy grey text. At the side here you have the Stylus, which is the matching colour to the 3DS, to the Nintendo DS Lite. But here you have the Stylus at the top, and it does not match colour. This might be wrong because I bought it pre-owned, so they could have given me a original DS Stylus. But from what I have seen at the moment, the DS Stylus is silver with black on the ends. Now we'll just put the Stylus back in. Oh no, before we do that, you can see the Stylus's lengths. One is quite longer, which is helpful. Put this back. Right. Get Facebook notifications, great. Right. So let's get this side by side. So you can see that if I put this out, just move this, you can see that they don't look quite off, but let's put it on top to see the size differences. Just put it here. The 3DS is just ever so slightly bigger than the DS in width, because you can see the black edge here. That's just it. And with thickness, it is the 3DS and the DS Lite do tie. I'm not sure about official figures on the thickness, height and width, but they do look the same. The DS Lite does lack a camera, and it does have a microphone, and alright, this is pretty old handheld console, so you probably wouldn't expect a camera, although nowadays near everything has a camera. The cameras still are pretty rubbish on the 3DS, which was a big letdown because this console came out in 2011 I believe, and cameras back then were actually good, so you could have had a better one rather than it probably is a VGA because of how rubbish it looks. So let's just open up both of these. You can just see that this one has a thumbstick here, and here the DS Lite does not have a thumbstick. So, and the D-pad is in place of the thumbstick, while on the 3DS the D-pad is here. Screen differences, you can see that here it's like a square, just about a rectangle, while here it is a rectangle. You can see there, like that and like that. The speakers are not the same. You can see there are just 3 dots across on 2 lines. Here there is like a star shape. Well, not a star shape, but you know. And it's hard to see because it is black. If you turn this on, which I will do, then we will see how fast what one boots up faster. Here is the volume here and the headphone jack here, while the volume on the 3DS is on the side, right on the top of it, with an SD card slot on the 3DS, which is another perk of the 3DS. But you would probably say, why should I get that when I can just get a cheap phone where it can play games? For example, the Nokia Lumia 5, whatever, but or some old Android, not very old but still old, or get an iPhone 3GS which can still play most games. Well, the 3DS is portable. The Pokemon series coming out, which everyone wants, well, the Nintendo fans, and that is why I got the 3DS and the DS, because of the Pokemon. And the microphone on the DS Lite is here. I just spotted it. So let's just turn both of these on. The power is on the side here, while there's just a power button here. So 1, 2, 3. Not sure. That failed. Turn this off. I accidentally didn't slide it. Turn off. It refuses to turn off. It's turned off. Right. 1, 2, 3. The DS beat it. Just tap. The DS did actually beat it. But then again, it has less of an interface to load, because the DS Lite interface is different. All it has is a clock here, the calendar, a game right here, Picto Chat, which I'm not sure whether you still have on the 3DS, DS Download Play, and of course the option to load the game pack from Game Boy. While on the 3DS you do have a more animated and better looking interface. Sorry, and it is more modern looking, although yeah, it still isn't that, there still isn't that much on it. It's an improvement. You can create folders apparently, and yes, the main difference, which for me was winner, was that this you can only connect to WEP connections, which hardly anyone has on their internet, and on this you can connect to both WEP and WPA. Most people have WPA, and that is more secure of a connection type on the network, and I do not want to switch to WEP just to play on the internet on a DS. But you know, think that I've got the 3DS now. And yes, I think that is it, guys. Thanks for watching. This has been Mahel here with Tech from No Perspective. Make sure to leave a rating, comment below, and subscribe and become a buddy. Thanks for watching. I am out. Peace.